Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Dima Stories. If today is the first time on this channel, please start by clicking on the subscribe button and please share the video to your friends. Do not forget to click on the like button. It helps to promote our videos on YouTube. Today we are going to continue with literature past questions. Last literature past questions. So we've done question 1 to 11. Today we're going to start from question 12. Now question 12. Ascribing human mood to nature as in playful breeze illustrates dash. Ascribing human mood to nature as in playful breeze illustrates dash. Option A. Option A we have humor, B pathetic fallacy, C symbolism, and D transferred epithet. Now, option A, we have humor. Humor is simply a literary device that is used in making the audience laugh in the course of a play. It's a literary device that is used in making the audience laugh in the course of a play to avoid monotony. Okay? Now, let's look at option B. Option B, we have pathetic fallacy. Pathetic fallacy. Now, pathetic fallacy involves attributing human mood to nature. It involves attributing human mood to nature. Pathetic fallacy has to do with attributing human emotion, human mood to things found in nature. For example, if you say a word that is happy, you are using the literary device known as pathetic fallacy. You attribute human mood to nature, things found in nature. Now, if you say the food is calling my name, is not pathetic fallacy because food is not nature and calling them is not a mood, is an action. It does not illustrate a mood but an action. So that's the difference between personification and pathetic fallacy. Pathetic fallacy is restricted to nature. For example, the sun is smiling at me. The sun is smiling at me. The sun is smiling at me. Sun is found in nature. I've ascribed human mood to sun, which is nature. Okay. Now the difference between personification and pathetic fallacy is that personification has to do with ascribing human qualities, which is not restricted to mood. Every of human qualities to inanimate objects, like walking, um, singing, anything that a human being can do. When you ascribe it to something that is not a living thing, you are personifying that thing. Now, when we talk about pathetic fallacy, it has to do with ascribing human mood. You know what I mean by mood? Happy mood, sad mood, a human mood to nature. A human mood to nature. When I say the sun is smiling at me, I've ascribed human moods to nature, sun. I hope you understand the difference. And this is the correct answer. Ascribing human mood to nature as in playful breeze illustrates pathetic fallacy. I hope you understand that. Now let's get option C, symbolism. When I talk about symbolism, it simply means to use something to represent another thing. To use something to represent another thing. Now, when you have an object and that object represents something outside the object, for example, red rose symbolizes love, right? Wedding ring symbolizes matrimony and commitment. So when you have something that represents another thing, it is symbolism, and you already know it's not the correct answer. Now, option D, we have transferred epithet. Now, transferred epithet simply means using a particular adjective that belongs to a particular noun in a sentence to modify another noun. An adjective that belongs to a particular noun in a sentence, when you use it to modify another noun, you have used transferred epithets. For example, if I say I had a good day, I had a good day. Now, the adjective good belongs to I, but it has also modified day. It's modified another noun, they. The person that had something good is the subject, which is I. But the adjective good has also modified they. Another example, she had a sleepless night. She had a sleepless night. The adjective sleepless belongs to she, but it has been used to modify another noun in the sentence, which is night. So that is transferred epithet and is not the correct answer. You already know the correct answer. Option B, pathetic fallacy. Now let's look at the next question. We have question 13. We have the end of a performance is followed by a dash. The end of a performance is followed by a dash. You have option A, curtain call, option B, curtain razor, C, epilogue, and D, interlude. Now, option A is the correct answer. At the end of a performance, if you're watching a drama in a theater, and after the whole play, you see actors coming out on stage, holding hands together and bowing. What they are doing is called curtain call, and it's always found at the end of a drama, at the end of a play. Okay, that is curtain call, and it is the correct answer. Now let's look at option B and see why it's not the correct answer. Option B, we have curtain raiser. Curtain raiser is simply a little drama, a little performance before the main performance in a theater. When you go to a theater to watch a drama, if you have a little drama that is being acted before the main one, that is called curtain raiser. I hope you understand that. Now, option C, we have epilogue. Epilogue is usually found at the end of a play. It's always found at the end of a play. Epilogue actually illustrates the future of the main characters in the play. In epilogue is where you see what happens to the main characters after the play had ended. Is where some confusions are being cleared. So epilogue tells you the future of the main characters of the play after the play had ended. Do you get? Is used in wrapping up loose ends in the play. So it's not the correct answer. Remember, epilogue is always found at the end of a play. Option D, we have interlude. Interlude has to do with a break in a performance. If you go to theater, it usually happens in the theater. When you go to the theater to watch a drama, at a point you can have an orchestra coming in to perform. When they are performing, it is called interlude. It's actually a break in drama where you have a cut in drama. It can also be a time where the narrator of the play comes in to say something. So whenever you have a break in a drama, it is called interlude. I hope that is clear. So, like I said, option A, cutting call, is the correct answer, where actors come together, hold hands, and bow at the end of a performance. So that is it. Now let's go to the next question. Question 14. Read the lines and answer question 14. Read the lines and answer question 14. We have marching along 50 score strong. Great-hearted gentleman singing this song. Now, question 14. The underlined words illustrate dash. The underlined words illustrate dash. We have in the first line we have along, strong, and in the second line we have song. You see the repetition of in along, in strong, and in song. First, let's look at the options. So we have option A, consonants. Consonants has to do with repetition of vowel sounds. Repetition of vowel sounds. And is not a vowel sound, rather is a consonant sound. Is a consonant sound, not a vowel sound. So this is not the correct answer. Consonants has to do with repetition of vowel sounds. And option B, consonants. Consonants is the correct answer. It has to do with repetition of consonant sounds at the end of a word. Repetition of consonant sounds at the end of a word. Song, strong, along. Repetition of consonant sound at the end of the words. Now, option C, you have onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia simply means a word that sounds like the meaning. When you have a word that sounds like what it means, it is onomatopoeia. For example, the word swish. What's the sound of wipers in a car? When it's raining and you turn on the wipers, it sounds swish, swish, swish. That sound is called onomatopoeia. Okay, it's a word that sounds like what it means. So now let's look at option D. We have repetition. Repetition has to do with repeating words or repeating sounds in a poem. It doesn't have to be in a line of a poem. If you have words that reoccur in the lines of a poem, that is repetition. Or you have sounds that occur in the lines of a poem, that is repetition. When you have words that are being repeated or sounds that are being repeated in a poem, that is repetition. So, like I already said, the correct answer is option B, consonants. Now, let's look at the next question. The next question, question 15, we have a short poem with a witty or sarcastic ending is a or and dash. A short poem with a witty or sarcastic ending is a slash and dash. We have option A, ballad. We have B, allegory. C, we have epigram. And D, we have panegyric. Now, option A, we have ballad. Ballad has to do with a narrative poem that is written in 4 lines stanzas. Ballad is a narrative poem, a poem that tells story, and they are usually written in 4 lines. Each of the stanzas are always written in 4 lines. So it's a narrative poem, a poem that tells stories, where each stanza is written in 4 lines. That is ballad, and it's not the correct answer. Now, option B, we have allegory. Allegory is a story within story. For example, if a story is being told with animals and the animals represent something outside themselves, it is allegory. For example, they play Animal Farm. You find that the animals represent human beings and the actions there represent the things that are happening in the society. It's being played out by animals, but those animals represent another thing, which is the actions or the things that are happening in real life and the things that are being carried out by real persons. So allegory is a story within story. And it's not the correct answer. Now let's look at the next option. Option C, we have epigram. Epigram is a short, witty statement. It's a short, witty statement that is usually written in a paradox or in a funny way. Okay, when you have a short, insightful statement that is written in a paradox or in a way that is funny, it is epigram. For example, the thing that is worse than being talked about is not being talked about. The thing that is worse than being talked about is not being talked about. The statement simply implies that it is bad that people gossip about you, but it is worse when people do not talk about you. Now, another example, I can resist everything but temptation. I can resist everything but temptation. Ordinarily, what are you expected to resist? You're expected to resist temptation, right? But I've said I can resist everything but temptation, which means I cannot resist anything. That is what the statement simply means, that I cannot resist anything. So it is a witty statement. It is an insightful statement that is said in a funny way. I hope you understand. So option C, epigram, is the correct answer. A short poem with a witty or sarcastic ending is a or an epigram. Now let's get to the next one. Now the next one, option D, we have panegyric. Panegyric simply means praise, excessive praise. Is a public speech or a poem that is written to praise a person, that is written to excessively praise a person, and it's not the correct answer. So, like I said, option C, epigram, is the correct answer. So, guys, this we are gonna end today's video. I hope you understood it. I hope you learned something new from today's video. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you've not subscribed already. Click on the like button and share the video to your friends. Thank you very much for watching and see you next another video. Bye bye.